Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to the Urban X podcast. Thank you for joining us. We're your hosts. I'm Malcolm. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Dot in the building. Fresh off the Thanksgiving vacation. Thank you guys for joining us. What's good?
Listen, I hope everyone had a great time with their family, holiday, time off from work, whatever it is that you were able to benefit from this holiday or holy day weekend. I hope it was the absolute best for you. I'm hearing Malcom made a turkey. I don't know how that would turn out ever in life, but I'm hearing he did. Let me clap that up.
It was cheating. I used the Popeyes turkey. I kind of cheated a little bit. It's okay.
Okay. And like I told you, even on the Popeyes turkey, very good turkey. Whatever they say, you got to add black time to it. So if they say cook it for 3 hours, got to cook that for 4, you know.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. It's pretty good turkey. I hope some people didn't burn their houses down with the fried turkeys.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Somebody said Malcolm looked like he eat. I don't eat no ham, man. I don't eat that swine, man.
Sliced ham, God.
Nah,
I'll give him that. He don't eat no ham. Nah.
I don't eat no ham.
Not that I
man.
know of.
Nah, I don't. But thank you guys for joining. How was your break?
Busy, just moving, transitioning, positioning, organizing, and as I'll talk about in a minute, we started the 30 for 30, the Power 30. Clap that up.
Oh yes, this morning. Well, yesterday.
Yesterday, but this morning was the first part of the litmus test because we up at 6:30 in the morning, and not only are we up with full energy. You know, they like, good morning. No, we up like, what's good? What's popping? Let's get this. We got these affirmations going. And so it was amazing to see that many people up this morning rocking with us. We had 29 more days to go or something like that. So we're going to get it. So shout out to the UX90 crew and the new people who joined us. It's called the Power 30. But I always like to, make mention to the original alumni, which is the UX90, who showed up and showed out. And so I'm really looking forward to this 30-day journey. And I hope you can join us. It's not too late.
Yeah.
You know, you might miss a day or two, but become a member.
Membership.
Join us. Right?
Yep. What else we got? This Wednesday.
Man. Wisdom Wednesday starts this Wednesday.
Yes.
And setting it off is the lovely Chanel, Infinite Goddess.
Infinite Goddess.
Ascending Infinite Goddess. Yeah, I got it. That's my girl. And she's going to set it off this Wednesday at 8 p.m. You'll get the alert just like we here now, but it'll be private. And so it's not a format. You'll see me pop up on the screen. You'll see her pop up. And you get to answer your questions. If you would like to come up on the screen, we can even make that happen. You know what I mean? So we'll take some questions from out of the chat. You can come up on the screen, and all she's doing is answering questions for 1 hour. All right? So get your questions in. Inspiration, spirituality, awareness, relationship, love, anything that she can help you with for our members. She's going to be in there, and then next Wednesday, we got Dr. Phil Valentine.
Just for the members, man. We look out. We look out for y'all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
We're trying to do something special for y'all.
You know, somebody was like, I wouldn't be paying $10 for your opinion. You're not paying $10 for our opinion. You're paying $10 for this community we put together of experts, specialists, masters, all in one. This is not about us. This is not an ego stroke. Oh, 150 videos of me and Malcolm. No. We got teachers in here teaching. We got a morning meetup where everybody's in there. Your voice is equally as important as everybody else's voice. We got classes that were already posted and taught on better eating, mushroom classes, spirituality, geometria. This is not about us. This is about us, right? And so
I like that.
I would advise you, as a part of your Christmas package, holiday package, Kwanzaa package, Cyber Monday package, to get this membership, because this is just the beginning. Remember, we got KT, the arts degree, we got Oba, we got Red Pill, we got Mama Dot and Black Dot, we got Malcolm. We all gonna be in here doing the damn thing, you know?
And giving it up. You know what I mean?
Giving
and
it
speaking of Cyber Monday, it is Cyber Monday. Visit shopurbanx.com.
Yeah.
Okay, 30% off, and we have some clearance items, so it's even less than 30% on select items as well. So go get that at shopurbanx.com.
And I'm not gonna hold you. That clearance sale has got, if you are 2X or 3X, that clearance sale got embossed hoodies in there.
Yeah, put your name
All right,
on it.
for like crumbs.
Yeah.
This is the season, and I would buy 2 or 3. The clearance section, I ain't gonna hold you, is popping in there.
Yeah.
It's popping. We binging on the clearance section, and it is what it is. People go, oh, we always wanted that. There it is. That's your size. Grab it. Scoop that up. So that's what's popping with that.
And somebody just mentioned Nerd Talk. Me and Eli just did a Nerd Talk episode. That should be up this week as well. So.
All right, see?
You thinking of
they
Listen,
try
man,
to
we
catch you
working,
off guard, Mal.
Yeah.
Now, they try to catch you. What about it?
so
I
good,
would pay
man.
$10 if I had a Nerd Talk in there. We got you. Nerd Talk just filmed. Eli and Malcolm blew it up as they do. Yeah. See, it's a father-son podcast. It's a brother-to-brother thing. It's a lot going on here that we do. But now this moment is about Malcolm. I don't know if you know, but I said it's about Malcolm, but I'm going to make it about me. I'm having another grandson. It's about him, but I'm having another, you know. And so I got to get my energy up high. But we set up a gift situation. You can gift a gift card to Malcolm and Avery, you know what I'm saying, to help them with their bundle of joy. It takes a village. And we just so happen to have a huge village. You know what I mean? And so if you would like to gift a gift card, because, you know, things come up, oh, we need that, or we got that, but we didn't get that. And so we putting that up. Shout outs to Malcolm and Avery. Avery's the real MVP, but, you know, she's the real MVP. She in the paint, get ready to drop the load, and here it is. I'm talking about you, I'm talking about me.
She's at the stage where she hates everything I do. She hates my face. She hates.
Yes.
She hates everything I do. She hates the way I walk.
You gotta slide her food under the door, like,
like she's at that stage where like she just ready. So
yeah, she ready to pop. Yeah. And when they get to that moment, it's like, let's just get this baby out of me.
I'm just trying to stay out the way. Yeah,
just stay out of the way. If I don't hear from you for a day or two, I'll send the police over because she might have strangled you or something. So shout out to Avery, the real MVP.
Can you just ask how does that gift thing work?
How does this gift thing work, Malcolm? Somebody asked.
So Amazon, you can go to Amazon.com and then go to gift cards and you can gift a gift card and then use my email, malcolmbowser51@gmail.com, and then send it.
Oh, all of that's in this little flyer here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go to Amazon, gift card, gift it, put his email, bam, he'll get it. I like it.
Yeah.
And with that being said, Malcolm,
let's get to it, man.
Let's get to it, man. Roll call. We love y'all. We know y'all in the building.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, over the break, we missed. The last show we did last Monday, we talked briefly about the first lawsuit that Drake had. It was a petition that Drake had levied against UMG. He said that they were, using bots to inflate the numbers of the Not Like Us record, Kendrick's Not Like Us record. Mm-hmm. Then I think the next day, he sued UMG for defamation for claims that he was a pedo and said that UMG basically had signed off on that, and that's why he's suing them. So everybody jumped out. Everybody said, this is crazy. He's suing for a diss track. He's suing Kendrick for a diss track. He's suing Kendrick for a diss track. Hip hop is done. Drake is done. He's out of here. His career is finished. Again, I want to reiterate, he's suing UMG. Now, why is this lawsuit to me is very significant because in a really, really funny way, he turned the tides on everybody. Because at the start of this battle, it was Drake, the industry, Drake, the everything wrong with hip hop as a culture. That was Drake. Kendrick was everything right. He was anti-industry, anti-Drake. He was the just anti-industry. What this lawsuit did, and what Drake is basically alleging, is saying that, yeah, I am industry, but so is he. Okay? And what it reminded me of Dave Chappelle's monologue at SNL when he talked about Trump. When he said he had never heard somebody come on stage and say, we are doing everything that you would think we're doing in there. So Drake is going, we are doing everything that you think we are doing in there, because everybody goes, how can Drake sue them for using bots when I'm sure they use bots on him?
That's
absolutely
correct.
Absolutely. Great point. But what he's saying is, I know they use it for me, and I know they're doing it for him too. Okay? Like I want to just kind of paint the picture here. Okay? Now, I don't know if T has this pulled up, but I tweeted May 6th, it's almost 8 months ago. I said the real winner here is UMG. Right? So as everybody is caught up in the battle, he said this, he said that, he said this. They are both signed to UMG. Okay? Universal Music Group. They are both signed to there. So as much as we want to make Kendrick as anti-whatever, anti-industry, anti-label, anti-this, he is that. He is industry. I don't know any other anti-industry people that get nominated for Grammys, that do movie soundtracks. He is industry. I don't know, like I'm not sure if that's gonna burst anybody's bubble, but he is very, very industry. He might go about it differently than Drake. He might just have a different image of the Drake, but they are two sides of the same coin. And I don't know if that's gonna hurt anybody's feeling, but somebody needs to say that, okay? So now Drake suing for defamation, right? Because people were upset. I watched countless videos of saying you got your feelings hurt, you lost the battle, go and tuck your tail. Absolutely, you're right. You're right. In a regular battle, that's the rules, and you could say that in a lot of in the battle against Push that he lost. He tucked his tail and he bounced, right? And I thought that was even wilder because he didn't even respond to Pusha. Like he just kind of went on the shop and went to LeBron, and LeBron sunned him there too. I was just like, yo, okay, right? So him suing for defamation, because what he is saying is that UMG, you knew you had to okay him calling me a pedo on that song, okay? You had to okay the artwork for that song as well. They had the sex offender at Drake's house. You had to okay that as well, okay? Also, what people missed is that when Not Like Us first dropped, UMG were allowing YouTubers to monetize off of their reactions to that video. They don't do that to anybody else.
Yeah.
They don't do that to anybody else. If you put a UMG song, they yap it the next hour. They go, oh, this is copyrighted material. You can't do this. But they let that go. Okay, Kendrick did not let that go because Kendrick doesn't have the power to do that because, as I mentioned before, he is signed to UMG. Okay? So this lawsuit, so now, the reason why I said this lawsuit turned the tables on everything is because the people who were just rooting for Kendrick as this anti-industry, anti-this, anti-that, Drake is now suing the machine. He's suing the labels. He's suing that, right? And you guys are defending the machine now because you're going, why do that? Why do that? Now, here's the thing too. Interesting fact, or interesting thing to consider here. Him suing UMG blows the lid on way more than just a rap battle between two people that don't like each other. It blows the lid on a lot of payola. It blows the lid off a lot of things that go on in the music industry that keep a lot of people, a lot of artists down. It keeps the house of cards intact. Him suing kind of blows all of that up, right? So now, why I don't think that Drake is doing this out of him being a vanguard for the people and stuff like that. He could have his selfish reasons. I am not defending that. Absolutely, he could definitely have them. But what is happening is that he looks like he is doing it. He seems like he is doing it for the people because he is going against that machine that is Universal Music Group, which is the biggest music publisher in the world right now. So that was my thoughts. What did you think?
Malcolm, that was a lot. And not only was it a lot, it reiterates what you said from the beginning. First of all, they both work for UMG. UMG is the parent company. We know they have subsidiaries, right? That alone should let you understand, or should train our thoughts enough to understand, don't get too high or get too low either way in this, because UMG is going to get paid. It's sort of like a Don King thing. You know, he owned both fighters, and so it's a win-win for him. We got involved emotionally. We got involved from the point of two worthy contenders. And you have to call Drake a worthy contender unless you're not being honest with yourself. Let me explain.
Yeah, I don't like to even respond to those people who are not being honest.
Right, because you're not being honest. This man, whether bots or not, you can't tell me over the last 10, 12 years you ain't been slapping some joints in his car because his songs slap hard, right? So let's be clear, because if you're saying he was not a contender, then why are we glorifying Kendrick Lamar for knocking out a bum? See, this is where you got to be careful with that. Which one is it? Is it one Michael Uchiwali? Either this was a formidable opponent for whatever reason. whether he's the system, this and that. He was a formidable opponent. Kendrick on the other end represented, like you said, everything that was right in our minds. This is all a mind screw. Let's be careful. There's one side of somebody who we've seen too much of, who's getting all the awards, all the accolades, who we know is not entrenched in the culture, right? On the other hand, we have Kendrick, who is supposed to represent everything right with the culture, but when you peel back the leaves, they both are part of the same machine. This is the mind screw that is played on us here in America, whether it's Bloods and Crips, Democrat, Republican. It's all done this way to give you the opposing factors that you need to operate. Now, I want to say this. What Drake did, again, whether he was in his feelings or not, because I get it. From a business standpoint, we got to look at this. Drake signed a $400 to $500 million deal with UMG. He covered his portion of the deal. This is what they're saying. That's why he was on the tour for 3 years straight, dropping all of these albums. And
he's dropped an album a year since 2017.
Right. So what he did was, he knew he had to pay them their money. He paid them. Now, I paid them and I'm a free agent coming off a $500 million deal. I need you to put your business hat on now, not your Kendrick Lamar smoked him hat. Let's park that there. From a business standpoint, right? Now, if I just fulfill the $500 million deal, I gotta be up for at least $750, maybe a Billy, maybe, right? Just according to the numbers. I run UMG, or at least that aspect of it, and y'all don't want to pay me now because that's a lot of money, right? They did it to Michael Jackson. He owned the catalog of the Beatles, Elvis, all of that. He owned 50% of Sony, right, at the time of his demise. And then when he came out with Invincible and all of this, they downplayed his music to devalue him so that they could get the catalog, and eventually it worked. I think P. Diddy's connected to that too, but we'll talk about that another time. Show you how tangled the webs are, right? So, with that being said, what Drake did was what I call the Eric Mangini effect, Malcolm. Eric Mangini blew the lid on Spygate, which was the Patriots was stealing other people's signs, and that's how they was more prepared to win games. And the reason he knew about it, he became the head coach of the Jets and then exposed it. Yeah, because he was doing the same thing. He even told them where the cameras is pointed. One over here, there's gonna be one over there. And so what Drake is saying in reference to the bots, he knows for sure that happened because it's been happening for him for the last 10 years. So he's on the inside saying, damn, this looks familiar, but why now? You know what I mean? And so he ain't lying about that, because we do know the push that Not Like Us took, which was a phenomenal song from the beginning. But when they allowed you on YouTube to not be penalized, that was weird, because they don't play with their money. And it increased. Go ahead.
And people were also posting videos of them on asking Siri to play a Drake song, whatever, and them playing Not Like Us. Like Siri playing Not Like Us. And so that's why he had the thing with Spotify as well. So he's not battling just Kendrick, because in a battle where popularity rules, he might even win. That's why Nas turned down an opportunity to do a pay-per-view event with Jay-Z when they was going through the Ether Wars. I remember Nas knew better than that. Nas represents the people. He was the people's champ. But Jay-Z had all the popularity. He would have lost hands down.
When the people are tired of you, Ja Rule, someone else comes in and just knocks you down, and you lose your following like that, right?
And we just went through a presidential election, okay? So we just saw the way the media and can shape how the media can just shape opinion and perception, okay?
Yes.
The same way in 2016 when Trump became the Republican nominee, everybody cleared out. It was like everybody just said, whew. You just saw that with Drake. I've never seen and you can go back on this podcast when the battles first started. When everybody was clearing out, I see Drake must be a piece of shit. Like it's something
Yes.
everybody must know about him that we don't know. Okay? Because it seemed like everybody just said, whew. However, and what I look on is going, okay, we could not like somebody for personal reasons. It was just, for me, that entire time, it was just the pedophile stuff. I don't think you play with that, and I don't think you use that as a I just don't think you use that, because you got to have proof to that. To me, you got to have proof for that, right? And then people were in our comments going, well, Kendrick got proof. Then it's bugged to me that Mr. Morale is using something that is very, very serious within our community. Pedophilia, we don't play with. But you're using that, you're saving that for a rap song. I don't like that. I don't. I don't respect that either. You know what I'm saying? And that was my entire thing. Like, if you got it, show it, and then we all get them out of here. But don't hold it for a rap song, because for what? To up your fame? What are we doing it for?
Let me continue.
What are we doing it for? If you got it, expose that.
Let me continue on that point. So, put your business hat on. I'm a billionaire, or my stock is plummeting, right? Not because just of a fair battle. We already know Kendrick is the better MC. This is not even close. But
Absolutely.
in a battle of public opinion, there are other factors involved. So you don't have to be the best MC in the public opinion. That's for the true people who understand the culture and the nuance. In the opinion of popular, or in the field of popular opinion, Drake wins 5 times over, right? So this war takes place. Kendrick is winning, and I'm going to say this too. The battle was closer than you are willing to admit. I'm not talking about the stands who clearly feel he demolished him. And if he did, that's like me knocking out a drunk person. You don't get no credit for that. I'm talking about those who were just unbiased, just listening to this battle. When Family Matters dropped, hear me out, had it had 3 days to breathe in the social media realm, right? I still think Kendrick win, but it would have been, I don't think the Meet the Grams would have had the same effect. Hear me out.
I agree.
It was 3 songs in one. It came with a video. It was bananas. I'm talking about from an MC standpoint, just listening to the bars. What Kendrick did was he threw a hack in the algorithm system. And by dropping his song 6 hours later, he found a hack. This song, that's like you rhyming, I'm battle rapping you, and you talking over my rhymes with funny shit and stealing the crowd just so funny shit, and I can't get my shit off. Let's just call it what it is. Drake couldn't get his shit off. We're not talking about who wrote this. We're just talking about what you hear. Beats, banging, flows. He dropped about 8 flows on that shit. It was crazy. But when Kendrick started talking over Drake's flow, and the people already trying to get Drake out of here because of allegedly what he represents, this became an easy victory. Then he pulled the goddamn grenade with the Not Like Us. When he
which was the victory lap.
Not Like Us in it. Now everything is over. But we do know that bots played a hand on both ends. Let's just call it what it is. So neither
and
one
some
of them.
podcasters.
Say it again.
I said, and some podcasters.
And some podcasters who we're going to find out were paid by either side. That information is going to come out soon. So we were watching in full, you know, the whole full situation of how our thoughts keep being manipulated, so forth and so on. Now, there's another aspect that you kind of touched on that I think is important. Kendrick is the ops now.
Oh, no, look.
Whoa, what you talking about, Dot? He's our hero. He's the this and that. Slow down, slow down. If Kendrick walks across that stage and receives all of these Grammys and he's smiling, how is that not anti-industry? How's that anti-establishment? That is the establishment. In fact, the last time Drake was up at the Grammys, they cut this nigga's mic because he was saying this is bullshit. Memory serves me correct. I heard him. They cut his mic because he's saying this industry. And when Kendrick Lamar performs at the Super Bowl, right? That means you are white people approved. The Super Bowl is the biggest ritual of the year. They would never let somebody anti anything. So you're fooling yourself and you're having a hard time dealing with that. We told you they own the left and the right. They own the Christians and the Muslims. They was following Malcolm and Martin. Don't get it twisted. So when he performs and wins all these Grammys and all of this, all of the things that we said we did not want or we hated Drake for, Kendrick now becomes. Let me tell you what I think happens, Malcolm, and I'll give it back to you. I think the Not Like Us song was so powerful, along with the bots, that once he sat in Drake's seat, he liked it. Because he's always put out classic albums. It's not what we're talking about. He finally was sitting on top of the world and all of the response to the point where he drops, to me, a mid-album, and he's in his feelings because people are wiping over his mural and nobody congratulated him on his Grammys. That's sensitive shit. That's not shit you're supposed to care about. You're supposed to be the one that tears this down. You're supposed to be the one that says Drake is only who he is because he's manufactured and they're using bots and he's in your face all day, and now you are manufactured using bots and you in everybody's face. And people are having a hard time accepting that neither one of these dudes are for you. And in my humble opinion, Kendrick, now you got the juice, Kendrick. You are now the one who is industry. Drake is the one who's trying to take down the industry by suing it, regardless of how we got here. And now you got a whole bunch of people in their feelings because a rapper is suing the very industries that have robbed, raped, and pillaged all of our creative shit over the last 50 years.
People are confused. Like, literally, like,
I'm confused.
I'm watching... You know, the Spider-Man meme, everybody's like, wait, no, what? Listen, this is, I put this on Facebook. I'm not going to read the whole thing. May 4th, okay? May 4th. I said, and I talked about just the Eat the Takeover moment that the Family Matters, Meet the Grams, Not Like Us was for us, right? And then I said, it's a rap beef and nothing more. I said, but the discussions online are annoying. Just enjoy it for what it is. I still believe that. It's a rap beef and nothing more. If we're being honest, if all of the vile things that are said about each other, each man knows these things, and only exposing it in a rap beef is nasty too, okay? I said, no matter who wins, the system is still intact. Yes. Nothing is broken. The same people who Drake belonged to are paying Kendrick. So again, who won? That's what I said May 4th on Facebook. And if you're my Facebook friend, you can go pull it up.
And Malcolm, I need you to understand that hurts people because people want to believe what they have figured this out. We need somebody, we need heroes. And if we need heroes, they're going to be the ones that provide them. I ain't got nothing to get Kendrick or any of that shit. I'm just looking at it for what it is. We haven't had a real freedom fighter for whatever purpose that is since the 60s. They have found ways to usurp, and I always go back to Ice Cube, and Ice Cube is my man, right? 50 grand. When he came out, he was the most feared rapper alive. I'm sorry. Just the look of his eyes, what he was taught, especially when he left NWA, and he got with Khalid Muhammad, right? And he started talking, spewing. He already had a platform. I plus C equals T. What is his intentions? He trying to wake up America. What is his capabilities? Well, he got Khalid Muhammad, the Nation of Islam, a bunch of street gangbangers. This is a threat. Next thing you know, they gave him a movie deal. And the first movie, you know, Boys in the Hood was similar. That was cool. And then what they did was they turned him into somebody that made you laugh. We go with Friday, another classic movie, and then they just pulled the plug on this nigga. Are We There Yet was the most goofiest shit that when you understand where we're talking about public perception, where he was, how he was viewed, to now he in the car getting milkshakes poured on him and shit. They did that to show you how easy it is to neutralize anything they see now as a threat. Now, Cube is my guy. He pivoted back to doing what he does, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, I didn't watch that in real time, right? Public Enemy, fight the power. You fight the power long enough until you become the power. What did they do? They got rid of Professor Griff because he was a goddamn problem, right? They give Flav a goddamn reality TV show and cut Chuck some goddamn checks, and now that's gone. You fight the establishment long enough until you become the establishment. And if you can prove me otherwise, please show. The minute you walk across the stage and accept the Grammys, you are not a threat to society. You're not a threat to anybody. And stop with he's fighting for the culture. We don't own the culture. Let me drop a bomb to that. Come on, guys. Come on. All of that's an illusion.
Like, guys,
they brought us out there 50 years. Go ahead.
I was about to touch on that. The 50-year hip hop celebration. If you watch that back, that was them saying this is over now. We have no more money for anything hip hop. We have nothing. We don't care. If you watch the hip hop awards this year, they were terrible.
Yes.
Right. So and we're seeing it we're seeing it, right? So as the sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. Right now, the West Coast is having their moment. They are They are taking advantage.
Yes.
We're seeing hip hop set in the West.
Yep.
We're seeing it set. I don't know if you're like, and especially if Drake wins this lawsuit, because he's gonna if he wins this lawsuit, he'll bankrupt all hip hop music from then on.
We're gonna talk about that. They're not gonna let that happen. So now the XX extension charges and speculation, because Universal Music is not gonna let that happen. Back to the 50 years, they rolled all of these artists out, no matter how old they was. They cut them a check right on the spot, in your face. You got them some shows. Yo, we appreciate, because it was a 50-year psyop. You know what I mean? And at the end of the 50 years, they accomplished everything they wanted with the prisons, with the selling the alcohol, with the selling the drugs, with the disrespecting the women. They did everything they needed to do to a short circuit, a movement of young people who could have took over the world when Death Certificate came out. When Public Enemy was Welcome to the Terror Dome, A Fear of a Black Planet. They got rid of all of that. And so what they do from time to time, they give you a beacon of light. This ain't got nothing. I'm talking to the checker players now. This has nothing to do with Kendrick's ability. He's nasty. This ain't, but you can be used on a 5D chessboard, and it may not even be his intention. It's just that we're going to use you, because even in some of Drake's emails that he revealed, UMG told him to sue Kendrick.
And And they said if
don't
you sue us,
nigga, sue that nigga.
and they said if you sue us, we're gonna sue Kendrick. So like,
Right. And so when all the smoke clears, you needed Colin Kaepernick. Little did you know he had a $30 million deal with Nike sitting in his back pocket. We constantly need these heroes. They know it. We can't function without vicariously having somebody. But this one is weird, right? Because who we stood Kendrick up to be and fighting against, if he walk across that stage, and he will, all bets is off. You just got hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, led astray. Also, I did a nice piece on Instagram breaking the battle down, and I said Kendrick will win the battle, and I said Drake will win the war. And people laughed. If he shakes up the industry for whatever reason, and he wins, ball game over. This shit is done. You heard?
yeah.
So just want to put that out there. Side note, I think Lil Wayne should step off to the side. This is not your league. Kendrick is somewhere else with this. Also, but I want to say this, and I mentioned this to you. The difference between Drake and Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne got a whole region of people behind him.
Wayne is some people's Jay-Z. Like,
right. So where Drake was lost and he had no culture. So he just was out there. Toronto didn't even hold him down as much as they should. That's not going to happen in a war with Lil Wayne. And where is the Super Bowl this year, guys? New Orleans. So we don't want no beef between these brothers over anything, because that could escalate when we get down to the Super Bowl, and we don't want any of that kind of stuff. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. Right. And I think, Malcolm, if you want to close out, we can get to a commercial break. If not.
Let's talk about this XXX Tentacion. I didn't know this was a thing again, because we spoke about it on the show. And
we did. And what's happening is now one of the guys who was arrested is asking for a sentence, is asking for an appeal, because he said he had evidence that they would not allow into, the situation, and it revolves around Drake. So what are we talking here? We're talking UMG with their powerful lawyers. We just saw them do that to P. Diddy, the wine people. That's what got this thing popping. So Drake is in a real weird place where he got to be careful, because I seen it happen to Prince. I seen it happen to Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. The list goes on and on and on. When you start fighting the system, and you're calling out the actual system. So you can call out any other rapper you want, because sitting above the rapper, these are just goyim for the real estate agents. When you start pulling a Kanye and going straight to the top, they have a problem with that. That's why they don't mind you talking about your own women, disrespecting, calling each other out your name. They have no problem with that. But the minute you want to go to HR and you want to speak to management, then you have a problem. And so let's keep an eye on that, and let me sew this up with a bow. This is not about, like Malcolm said, the rap battle. Kendrick is the winner. Kendrick is a real MC, right? And all of that. This is about something bigger, and it's just really capsized in when I start saying, don't watch the checkers game. Get equipped with the chess game, because there are always moving parts that come together and make this thing happen. And with that said,
real quick,
Malcolm,
real quick, before we even get there, Drake is half real estate agent. Where do we see that going?
Let's throw that in there too. And to even have the audacity to, I will get my lawyer. Because, and look, we're going to speak about this when we talk about Hunter Biden. And listen, if you messing with my money, right? And the only way to stop you from messing with my money is to do that. See, you thinking on some street, like, don't snitch. I wouldn't have snitched. You a goddamn liar. If you didn't have nothing to do with it and you facing 50 years, you going to find a way to be like, I ain't had nothing to do with that shit, right? So we just saying Drake should take that ass whipping. I get it, right? If it's just him and Kendrick, he got slaughtered. But when I know for a fact you getting help because niggas was helping me. I know the people who do it because they was just doing it for me for 10 years. In fact, I'm the prototype. I'm the fucking model of it. And now you're gonna use my system against me? Oh, King Kong ain't got nothing on AJ. You gonna do this shit to me? You motherfucker. That's basically what Drake is saying.
Yeah.
And he gonna lose billions because his stock is at the all-time low, right?
Especially with this Diddy's, because my friend, he goes, but like, come on, who? Because, and I'll say this as well. Drake said some really nasty stuff about Kendrick as well. Him saying that his best friend and his wife had an affair, and that's really
nasty.
I'm not defending none of it. They were throwing mud. I'm not defending any of it. But what I'm saying, my friend said, but nobody would believe Drake is a pedo. I said, one, you're bugging.
You're
right?
bugging.
Because you're bugging. And then two, with this Diddy stuff that's going on right now, people cannot wait to make any type of connections where they seem plausible.
Right.
So yeah, that's a real, like, you say that you say that is a real thing people can run with. And yeah, you hurting money, right? This is why I at first said something is off about this, is because again, if I own both of these two things and one is ruining another moneymaker for me, like that is, Kendrick pops out every 5 years. He's the one really keeping the lights on, Drake.
Right.
You're destroying him.
Right.
Not just in a rap battle, but it, like, his character, like, reputation. People are calling him a pedophile, bro.
And Malcolm, stop right there.
I had to be okay with that. I had to okay it.
Right. And one thing you never mess with is white folks' money. So for all of this guy's fighting for the culture who drops an album every 5 years, right? This dude is the machine. And I'm allowing my machine to fall on some old keep it real. These real estate agents don't know nothing about your culture and keeping it real. So you gotta follow the money. Something else is going on.
So as if you guys watch sports, when there's a veteran who's up on a major re-up on his contract, if I can figure out a way to go, oh, he actually retweaked his knee?
Yes.
Oof.
Right.
I don't know if we could pay you that max deal, bro. Like,
absolutely.
The X-rays say here that your knee is actually pretty hurt, that you're more hurt that you're letting on.
Yes.
Can't do that.
Follow the money. Enjoy the battle. That was for us. The money war was for somebody else. And with that being said, Malcolm, let's get to a commercial break.
Yes, now we'll take a commercial break.
Yeah.
Hey, Leslie Olabisi here, and I'm inviting you to the premiere edition of The Love Suite, coming to you from the fabulous Penthouse Suite in the Avalon Hotel in Beverly Hills, California on Saturday, December 7th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if you can't make it to the suite, don't worry, because we will be live streaming on Monday, December 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have opportunities for collaborators to come together from across all industries: acting, voiceover, cannabis industry, fashion, music, all types of entertainment, tech, you name it, we'll have it. It is all about bringing everybody together to make solid, actionable connections in a dope environment. I call it Unpretentious Fly. Speaking of which, I'm also launching my new merch line, Unpretentious Fly, which you can get right here by following the QR code in the bottom of the screen. It's our 4-year anniversary. Can you believe it? It's been 4 years, and we are celebrating fabulous style coming to you from the Penthouse Suite in Beverly Hills. You know how we do. It's going to be a great celebration. We have other announcements, special invited guests. Please, I'd like to see you there. So hit me up text, DM me, or I'll see you there, or I'll see you in the live stream. Thank you. See you soon.
Welcome to Turn a New Leaf, where we believe in the power of nature to heal and transform. In a world filled with synthetic solutions, we offer a different path. A path rooted in ancient wisdom. Just as every leaf in nature has the potential to change and grow, so too do we have that potential and power to transform our lives. Our mission is simple: empowering individuals to reclaim control of their health. Behind every product is our team that is dedicated and committed to harnessing the power of nature to provide you with safe, effective solutions. So whether you're looking to support your immune system, improve your digestion, lose weight, or simply enhance your overall well-being, we have something for you. So take the first step on your journey to optimal health. Visit our website today and start turning a new leaf with Turn a New Leaf, nature's solution for a healthier, happier you. See you on the other side of health.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, coming to you full of bliss and gratitude. What a year we have had together. And as we come to a close, be sure to schedule your angel oracle card readings, your chakra sessions, and your mental healing sessions in order to receive personalized advice to ensure that 2025 is your year. In addition, join us as a collective as myself and 4 other guest speakers will be using the energy of the winter solstice to help us all catapult our energy into 2025. I look forward to connecting with you all. Be sure to visit my website for all services and for your tickets to our event, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, and you can also reach me by phone 786-828-8722. Thank you so much again, wealthy family. I look forward to seeing you in the new year. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
And we are back. Thank you guys for joining us. We got some new commercials. Those look nice.
Yes. Shout out my girl
Shout out to
Leslie.
Leslie, yo. Yeah.
Leslie always look
Leslie.
vibrant and strong.
All right. Shouts out to Ascending Infinite Goddess. Remember, she'll be with us on Wednesday. Get your questions answered.
She will be
So you
here.
can use that, you know.
This Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesdays. We're going to open up this portal going into the new year with the feminine energy. So, we're going to have Chanel coming in. She's going to answer your questions, man. She's going to get right to it. It ain't going to be no regular show. It's just your questions answered. And as a member, we feel you deserve to have access to my pipeline of amazing people I know. I know some amazing, and we just getting started. I know some amazing people, and I'm figuring out how I can give you access to them without it being a burden on their time because they're busy. And so that's why we got the rotations going, and everyone is going to, dedicate a little bit of time to come in and answer the questions for our members because we feel that they deserve it. You know what I'm talking about?
Also, Turn a New Leaf is also having a 30% off deal on their website. So turnanewleaf.com.
Gotta get
Use
that.
UX25 at checkout and get a 25. I thought it was US 20. Yeah, UX25. Get 25% off. Right. What else we got?
Malcom is
Let's
having
get some more stuff.
a baby.
Oh yeah. I'm having a baby. Yes.
Well, he's not having a baby. Avery
lady's
is the
having a
real
baby.
MVP. She is gonna put the
Yeah.
work in. All right, let's just keep that clear.
I'm just there,
You're
wiping
gonna
sweat
be
off.
there,
You know.
and I'm gonna be here in New York, just laying in cut, waiting for the word, pacing up and down.
Yeah.
Damn, is he gonna be as cool as Noble? Is he gonna have a different energy? You know, what is he gonna be about? You know, will he fall for some of Grandpa's, trickery and, all of the good stuff. All of the good stuff. So you can go to Amazon.com and gift Malcolm a gift card just to show your love and appreciation for what it is that he has contributed. Because little do they know the sacrifices made for this, Malcolm.
Yeah.
To be here.
It's okay.
To
One
do
day.
what we do. It's a lot of sacrifices. And so
One day.
show your love. Show your love.
Yeah.
Put your hand together.
All right. Let's get to some more
You are
stuff.
tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, Joe Biden used his presidential powers to give his son Hunter Biden a presidential pardon.
Yep.
And this is after repeatedly saying that he wouldn't do that. He did it anyway. And I'm watching, it's crazy because I'm watching people go, well, Trump won, so yeah, good. And I say, here's the thing. I say, if I was president, my son got found guilty on something, I'm pardoning him too. So I'm
Thank you.
I'm not even going to act like I'm above it. I'm not.
I'm not.
And I'd look at you like, you're not going.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I respect it. I actually respect it.
I respect
Full
it
and
as
unconditional pardon.
Say it again.
It was a full and unconditional pardon.
That's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So my son, he did what? He going to prison for what? Not on my watch, son. Full pardon. Right now, there's moving parts to it, right? Some people said, I've heard this. He did that because the last thing he wanted to happen is Trump get in office and Trump pardon his son. You follow what I'm saying? Like, your son, you're such a despicable man. You didn't even pardon your own son. What kind of dad would do that?
No.
Right? And people are also saying because he has a full unconditional pardon, Trump can't investigate Biden's, him and Hunter's actions over in Russia. See, you got to look at this thing from a couple of angles. If my son is fully exonerated, you can't even get in the office and say, I'm going to prove that you and your son was doing the hanky-panky over in Russia.
Yeah.
Don't think
Ukraine, yeah.
Biden did this out of the kindness of his heart. I mean, it is his son, but there was extra benefits towards it is what I'm hearing. Because Trump might have got in the office and been like, yo, we going full steam ahead. And so now it's a stopgate, right? I can't be, same thing when Trump get in or now you got these lawyers. Say it again.
I said Trump might pardon himself.
That's what I'm saying. Trump and all of these lawyers who were bringing all of them charges are removing all the charges now, right?
Yeah.
No charges. We couldn't find nothing. It's because once that regime changes, you got to get in favor with the person in charge. You got to get in, with the boss man.
So I just always want to point out, right? So all of these people, like when a political party tries to position themselves as the party of morality, the party of justice, right and wrong, they all do the same thing, bro.
Yes.
They all do the same thing. And then what you're seeing now, you're seeing like Democratic pundits or Democratic spokespeople go, well, this is different than what Trump was doing, people. But no, it's not different.
It's not.
He used his power the way I think anybody else would use their power, to be honest with you, right? But he did the same thing, right? So the Democrats are not above any of it.
Different smell, same thing. Yeah, hold up.
That's it.
Hold up. Do we still have these on the site, Malcolm?
Those are nice.
This is the
I don't
bucket
know, do
joint,
we?
right?
Shop Urban X.
We might
We
have
are having a
those.
sale.
We might have those on the site. I don't really know.
We are having a sale.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. Anyway,
So,
yeah, I mean, it's one of
get
them
some-
things that just happened. You know what I mean? What?
Somebody just hack our feed.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Anywho, I don't know what the hell that was. I'd go to
Somebody go to that website.
we50strong.com because I think that's what it said. That was, well, we in Mercury retrograde. Something's going, because Mama Dot is looking at me like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Anyway, all right. Anyway, all right, let's continue.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Fuck.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with continuing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about LL Cool J's comments. I thought these were interesting.
Okay.
He
What was his
said one
comments?
day. He said one day. I'm kind of paraphrasing. He said he's waiting for the day people wake up and realize he's the most important rapper of all time. First of all, he came up with the GOAT acronym.
Yes.
Right? Greatest of all time. Like that was like his thing. But then he also talked about his contributions, and he's been in hip hop over how many decades? 4 decades at least, right?
At least.
Right? And he talked about like the things he kind of ushered in and brought in, and I might have to agree with him.
Malcolm, you know how you hear something like all in one little. I was sitting there like, oh, he did do that. LL Cool J, and people might not like it because he's been off the scene for a while, but when he came out, right, he was the quintessential B-boy. Gold chain, Kangos, paws, body right, bars, kicking it.
Pause again. Got pause that
again, right?
Yeah.
Out of Queens. Now, I know, and I'm not going to throw shade, that he wasn't the first artist on Def Jam. That belongs to Tila Rock. All right? Ooh. It's yours. He's from my block. But I get what he's saying. He built Def Jam. He was the first one. When he came out with I Need Love, bro, I don't think you understand how it pivoted the potentiality of hip-hop from that point. Right? We had a love song from a gangster. Right? Even dudes in the hood was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I need love, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't had no choice. And it was an excellent song, and it showed where the market could go. All of that R&B, round the way girl stuff, the FUBU stuff, how he cleverly threw FUBU in there on a Gap ad to help his homies out. Fire. You know what I mean? TV shows, all of that kind of stuff that went with it, accolades more, and battle rapper. He took down Mo D, Ice-T. He was ready. He was bout it. Okay? And this is before anybody else had reached those heights, and the ladies love Cool J. Right? So look at wifey over there like, yeah, I used to like Cool J back in the day. She said, I used to. You know what I'm saying? And so he had the whole package. And so for him to say that, now, I don't think he should say it. Somebody else should say it.
Yeah. I think if it would have been one of those things, like if somebody would have said it on the podcast and with all the same points, people would go, yo, right?
Right.
So him saying it's what you could tell is that as he's getting older, he wants the recognition, deservedly so, right? He deserves recognition, as we just said. But you could tell that him not getting it is bothering him the older he gets. Like, yo, how does nobody see this? How does nobody remember that? How does nobody kind of, give me credit for this? And I think that's what we saw. But he did have a point.
Yeah, and again, he's always been braggadocious and always been full of himself. And as a rapper out of Queens, I have no problem with that. But he had to say it because, you know, time is getting short. People have short memories. He came out in 84.
Yeah.
84, 85. That's a long time, dude. That's 40 years.
Yeah.
And we could easily forget some of those iconic figures like himself who transcended, because you got to connect them to fashion. You got to connect him to TV, him and Will Smith. You got to connect him some of the most iconic battles in the game. You got to connect him with the R&B switch over. Kane tried to do it, but LL owned that lane. When Kane went over there with that dark fantasy shit, it didn't work. You know what I mean? He was taking pictures butt ass with Madonna, and all that shit just didn't work the way LL, situated himself and positioned himself. So, I mean, it's something to think about.
I still think Cannabis got him, but that's just me.
Oh, in the battle, I think Mo had him. Fuck it, in terms of just rhymes from my era, but that's neither here nor there. He stood defiant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He took on all comers. He ain't back down from nobody. Right?
He ain't sue nobody either.
He ain't sue nobody either. He definitely ain't sue nobody. Gotta throw that out there. And and then, like you said, the whole acronym GOAT, that came from him.
Yeah, came from him.
Jeez.
We talk about GOATs in sports and everything now. Like, everything has who's the GOAT in this now. So, that is interesting.
Interesting stuff. And let me say this. He had some mid albums, all of his albums, that Black Panther shit, that shit was terrible. He had to follow that up with Mama Said Knock You Up immediately. So I'm only saying that to say, I like LL. He's great. But some of his work was mid. It's okay to still like somebody and, they have some mid work. How you like me now? Yep.
All right, let's get to some more stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So Diddy got denied bail for the third time.
I thought he was gonna make bail for Thanksgiving.
That last time he got in trouble, or the last news stuff that came about him, like that he's basically running the jail. I said, yo, they're not gonna let him out, because that if he could run a jail, he's gonna get out and run everything. He's gonna he's gonna scare witnesses. He's gonna blow people's cars up. He's gonna make sure witnesses disappear allegedly. He gonna make it, real sticky out here. So I didn't think he would get out. That was their argument.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And they had a legitimate argument in that sense. See, from a narcissist standpoint, when you've had everything you've ever wanted for the last 35 years, and at the snap of your fingers, you can have it. Even in a prison, you feel like this meal is not up to par. Son, you in a prison. We serve peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? And so everything he did has that elitism vibe to it. I'm buying everyone's minutes. No one can use the phone for the next week because I have business to conduct. Right?
Yeah.
Make my bed. You know what I mean? And I will furnish your, commissary. Dude, that's what narcissists do.
Rich ones.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised. But I did think for some strange reason, I said they're going to let him out. I just thought it was going to happen, but they didn't. And so now this gets interesting. If he's going to be in there until May, can he last until May? What developments take place from now until May? Because I'm hearing that he was on a food strike, a hunger strike. What does that mean? He's thinking people trying to kill him inside. You know what I mean? And so now they put that into the lexicon of your thought process. Who knows where this thing goes from here?
Bro, I never think the thought of this going to trial, him staying until May, is bugging me out. Like, it's just one of those things like you just never thought you would ever see. And I've been in shock since since Cassie's lawsuit. Like I don't know if you guys have noticed this like for a full year. Like I've just been in complete shock about this because I just never thought like we'd actually see today. I'm hearing that his team is lining up some witnesses of their own.
Okay.
Some witnesses, some sex workers who are basically saying like we were down on it, and I'm hearing allegedly the button that Cassie was in on a lot of the stuff as well.
Well, I said that on my Somebody's Gotta Say It. I said, don't get it twisted. She playing victim now, but how could she not have been in on some aspects of it? That goes back to the Kendrick Lamar Drake situation. I know he did this because I was doing it with him. I know he was trafficking women over state lines because I was doing it with him. I know he was moving coochie, or what is it, Tucci? You know what I'm saying? Over this and that because I was doing it with him. Right? And so, same thing. So, and that's not to suggest that she wasn't getting her ass whipped, because she was. I'm trying to get our people to look beyond just the optics of what emotes your feelings. There's always a story behind the story, and sometimes we can't be lazy with this shit. We can't be lazy.
Not anymore.
With it. Huh?
Not anymore. Going into 2025,
not anymore. We can't afford it.
We can't afford to hear a story, whether you agree with it or not, and just leave it there.
Right.
Especially like one of these major stories. You get what I'm saying? Like you hear something and you go, "What? That's right." There's always something like underneath that or above that. Like, yo, wait.
Yes. And so we can't get caught, because what he's gonna do. And I was watching that kid. I was watching one of them girls who claimed to be a victim on B. Lynam show, or I got his name wrong. Now they coming at him because they caught her on a bunch of lies. And I watched that fool, and I was in my emotions. Now, I didn't come on social media, and I just told Malcolm, I said, yo, this is crazy. Come to find out, she lying. And so what is he doing? Is he muddying up and sullying up the process so bad, and then bring out some verified sex workers, which ain't got nothing to do with people being drugged, which ain't got nothing to do with little girls. But look at this shiny thing over here. They were down with it. They were consensual. Not when you was on LeBron's backside busting his back out.
Allegedly.
God.
He wasn't consent to that. What you was
Jesus.
doing to Steve Harvey.
Allegedly.
That wasn't right. That was not right. What you was doing to little Kevin Hart.
Allegedly.
That was not right.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? They didn't know that. No, that wasn't right. Shit.
Jesus,
and so we're talking about them, not the ones who showed up to get their money. Plenty of sex workers out here. They show up and get their money and they good. We're not talking about that. Yeah.
Oh, people sending me gifts. Thank you for the gift cards. Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you. I don't know if you want me to put your name out there, but I appreciate you.
No. We'll have a moment to thank many people.
Absolutely.
All right, Matt, let's keep going.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Coach Williams said LeBron can't even hit jumpers now. God damn it, you guys. Don't let this man encourage you.
Your equilibrium is probably connected to your anal alignment.
Oh, don't let him encourage you. Don't follow his lead.
Ever since I went to the Diddy party, yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Jeez. Yo, have you guys been seeing this rapper? His name is Dave Blunts.
Yeah.
Have you guys been seeing this dude?
Yeah.
He's like, no lie, not exaggerating, like 600 pounds.
He's a big boy.
And he's on stage rapping with a damn air
Oxygen
tube,
tank.
like oxygen tank in his nose, rapping next to him. And this something has got to stop, man. Something has got to give. Because listen, you could say, well, Big Pun was huge as well, and towards the end of his career, he could barely finish his own raps too.
Yes.
This is obscene, bro. It's like, what are we doing, guys? who's around him? Like, who is? God.
Hip hop is dead, Malcolm.
Oh,
Now let me
man.
speak to those who only hear in checkers. There will always be people making beats and bebop and ski bop, 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 boo. Not talking about that. I'm talking about the psyop that became hip hop, hip rock, shit hop. All of that has reached to a point where now they gotta bring a nigga out in a piano case. This is how big this nigga is.
They got him on like a dolly. Like they gotta like wheel him out.
They're gonna
like,
hoist him out on a fucking crane and let him spit his bars while he's snacking on 4 pizzas in between song breaks. Right?
Nah, it's this. We gotta like he needs help, and I feel like every time he comes up on my timeline, I get sad, bro. Like he needs help.
However,
like that's sad.
He gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. You might
Literally
turn him into a martyr. You know, he died doing what he loved. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. Nigga needed to hit the gym. That's what he needed to do. Or get on Ozempic, nigga. I don't promote that kind of shit, but in his case...
Somebody said... Yeah. Somebody said, and this is not funny, but somebody said they should shoot an Ozempic dart at him like a...
Absolutely. Like a fucking...
Yeah.
Poof. They should just be shooting him with Ozempic darts and watch him, the air come out of him. And that's no disrespect, because that's somebody's family, but come on, man.
Yeah.
Somebody in your life got to tell you, yo, my nigga. Like my dudes, they'll come and see your D. Check this out. Your breath stink, my nigga. Straight face. Like, you know, you got to have people who love you enough that you respect to go, son, the rap career is done. I played some shit for Eli once.
Me and my friends went out, and like this is our first time seeing in a little minute. So we chilling, and one of my boys, he's 6'4", big dude, right? And my other man, he seen him. He goes, yo, he was, because he just came back from London. He was like, yo, next time we hang out, bro, like if something don't change, we're gonna have to have a real talk with you. And everybody understood. Like, we love you, but like, son, like something's getting out of hand. Like, you're getting big. Yeah. And then he took it. He goes, you're right. Like, and he understood it. But
he's supposed to.
You always need somebody around you to go like, yo, bro.
And it needs to be people that you love and respect, not people throwing shots. It's got to be your people to go, nah, son. You know, 'cause I used to get dressed around, like, because first of all, my guys, they all dress. Chill, Uncle Dave, these dudes are fashionados, right? Not me. I'm very practical. Yeah. And as soon as they niggas get dressed, they coming out, we partying. Here I come with some khakis and shit and a shirt, and they go, yo, yo, D, what the fuck is this, man? Like
what you doing, man?
What are we doing here? You know what I mean? And then Chill got to go get one of his belts to try to hook my shit up, and all of my boys could dance. I just had a two-step, right? I'm good with the two-step. I'm looking around, you know. Every now and then I look over at Chill or Boo and think I can do that shit, and now I'm looking real crazy. And they pull me and say, no, D, come here. First of all, your breath stinks, all right? Get you some mints and stop trying to dance like us. That's not what you do. We know what you do, God. Just stay with the rhymes and shit, I don't.
We know what you do.
I'm trying to do this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, another story, quick Ghetto Cosby story. In my day, right? We all have our good features, our bad features. I have one dimple, not two, one. And so when I walked up on girls, I always walk like this, and I always put my eyebrows up because I thought I was cute when they was up and ugly when I was down. So I'm walking, imagine me walking towards you like this. Hey, Keisha.
I'm running away.
And she go, what the fuck is wrong with you? And my eyebrows are already up. I'm going, huh? And then, you know, so come on. You got to know your shit. I'm walking around the party like this.
Jesus.
You know? Until my boys go, dude, stop. You don't need to do that.
Hashim, thank you. Guys, thank you for the super chats that have come in. Like, we were building. Hashim said they have a dating show for autistic people. Love on the Spectrum. I love that show. It's a beautiful show.
Okay.
Beautiful show.
Okay,
Beautiful
I need to watch
It's on Netflix. Yeah, like these are parents, these are people, adults who are on the spectrum.
Yes.
Who their families love them and want them to have some kind of connection. Other than themselves. And they need that. I think I love that show. That show is beautiful, bro.
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Speaking of Netflix, there's a new Netflix documentary out called Buy Now. I don't know if you've seen this.
I saw a preview. I didn't watch it.
And it's talking about Amazon and all of these companies and the waste and all the stuff that goes on. It's very good. I watched the portion. Mama Dot went deep into it. And so I think it's definitely worth your time to go see Buy Now.
So it's Netflix. Talking about like just our consumerism or like different ways, like marketing.
Waste. We've created, we're so much into consumerism, waste is everywhere. You know what I mean? And we just landfills of waste and plastic and all the lies that they put on the labeling. It was a deep Amazon Prime having that membership is a hoax and a hustle. You better off just buying the shit regular. Yo, they go deep. Yeah, they go deep into this, bro.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they messing with us. Side note, and I want to applaud black folk for this. Black Friday was a disaster. In Walmart, Best Buy, Target, spots was empty. That's a sign of the times, Malcolm. People don't want TVs no more. People are like, yo, I need something more. Because usually, come on, Black Friday, you got to bust the doors down. And, you in a fight.
Yeah.
No. Empty. Interesting.
Yeah, I remember I worked at Macy's when I was in college, and I had to work that Black Friday. Like, I had to, take the train back out to school and stuff like that and work. And I got there, and my shift was like 6 a.m., right? And Macy's open at 4 a.m. It was a whole table when I got there that was shattered. I was just like, y'all was fighting over some boots, some cheap leather women's boots, and y'all broke the table. Crazy.
Yep. So, big shout out, Malcolm. Do you know Billboard has released the top 20 pop artists of the 21st century?
Ooh. Top 20 pop artists.
Yeah.
Who's on that list? You got the list?
I got the list. And this is from 2000, so you can't mention Michael Jackson, none of that shit.
Okay. All right.
On this list.
Time out. Before I ask, do they have people who go between genres?
It's just pop list. It says Billboard's
let's
21st century pop list. I'll run them off. Bruno Mars at number 20. BTS number 19. The Weeknd came in at number 18.
Okay.
Shakira, she came in at number 17. Okay. Jay-Z, number 16. What? Miley Cyrus, number 15. Justin Timberlake, number 14. Nicki Minaj, number 13. Interesting.
Okay.
Eminem, number 12. Yep.
This list is getting weird.
Huh?
I said this list is getting weird.
Usher at number 11.
Okay.
Adele at number 10. I thought she would be higher. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Is it me? I'm the one you're looking for. Hello? Yeah.
Put your eyebrows back down. Don't look at me like that.
Hello? All right. Number 9, Ariana Grande.
Wow.
Number 9. I don't agree with that.
Wow.
Justin Bieber at number 8, Malcolm.
She's okay. I'm not mad at Bieber.
Number 7 is Kanye West.
Okay.
Number 6, Britney Spears.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Number 5 is Lady Gaga.
Okay.
She has her own cult following.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Drake.
Okay.
Number 3 is Rihanna.
Okay, I'm not mad. Not mad.
Number 2 is Taylor Swift.
And Beyonce's number 1.
And Beyonce is number 1
Okay.
on that list.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that list that list was all over the place. I didn't know where. I don't know what it was going for.
Well, I guess
But-
it's a combination of record sales, popularity, crossover effect, business. Probably a combination of things. I got one more list, Malcolm.
Oh, hold up. I'm not gonna hold you. Justin Timberlake should probably be higher.
Justin Timberlake.
With NSYNC, that run, and then his solo run,
Yeah.
he might be higher.
It could be a little higher. All right. One more list. The most sinful cities in America.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ladies, if your husband is going to these cities, or fellas, if wifey, we mean the girls, we going out and, well, I think y'all should go on out and have a good time. I like when the ladies get together. All right. St. Louis, Missouri is number 10.
Okay.
Probably got some hoes down there, you know. Dallas, Texas. They do big everything in Texas.
Okay.
Number 9. Number 8, Miami, Florida. You know it's popping in Florida.
In the yams.
Yeah, it's definitely popping down there. Phoenix, Arizona
Yams.
came in at number 7.
Really?
I don't know what's going on in Phoenix besides crystals and devil worship and canyons, and portals and shit, and UFO sightings and shit. But it must be popping down there. Do you feel that? Did you feel the crystals run through my body? Did it run through yours? Let's get naked. Yeah, I can see that happening. I be talking mad shit. I felt that come down my medulla oblongata, right around, and it hit me in, the section, first chakra, second chakra. Yeah, I can see that happen. I'm talking mad shit. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 5.
Oh, okay.
Sinful cities, Malcolm. Drugs, hookers, cookouts, shootouts, all that
You
shit.
said cookouts.
Yeah, that's it. When we say sinful, methamphetamine, fentanyl, yeah. Atlanta came in at number 4. Atlanta's a weird city now. It's a lot of, you could be straight in Atlanta, or you could be curved in Atlanta, and y'all would never meet each other. Y'all could just, you could be a business person in Atlanta, you could be homeless in Atlanta, and not know each other exist. Atlanta's a weird place.
It is.
It really is. Number 3 is Los Angeles, city of Los Angeles. Obviously, it's a lot of weird shit with Diddy. We giving y'all Diddy. Y'all can have Diddy. He's from here.
He not from
because
here.
he resides out there. Yo, the West Coast, y'all need to get together, man. Y'all got niggas like Diddy out
Get
there?
it together.
Yeah. Number 2, Houston, Texas. All right, now, wifey
Really?
just came back from Houston not too long ago. She had a burst of energy and was excited about life. Talked about going back. I need to pay attention to. That was number 2. And number 1 is Vegas. You know what
Vegas.
happens in
Okay.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Stays in
I'm
Vegas.
surprised New York is not on there.
Nah, son, New York is soft now. Ever since Snoop came through and crushed the buildings, nigga, yeah.
Okay.
We got the migrants
Yo,
here.
speaking of Houston, they closed the Turkey Leg Hut, man.
Now, is it me or we in another timeline? Didn't we discuss them closing the turkey hut, or did we
They
discuss?
They were the two owners. They were married couple. They were going through a divorce.
Okay.
So they were doing petty stuff against, like, the husband was opening up a food truck across the street.
Oh yeah, that was some
Yeah,
petty
selling
shit.
his own, like, he was selling like other turkey legs over there, and he was like, "Come over here," but they closed it, and they owed a lot of people. They owed a lot of like vendors and stuff money, a lot of health codes. And then I watched, JT the Pocket Watcher. He, how he be breaking down stuff. So they interviewed, like, the news when everything was going. They interviewed like the owner, And he was just like, yeah, man, you know, it's amazing, like, what you could do with an idea. Like, we don't got no restaurant experience in the kitchen, nothing like that. We just do what he paused it. He goes, this is where I'm going to pause it, you know, because when I hear that you are working in a restaurant with food.
With
and
no experience.
No experience. You can't do that. I was just like,
yeah.
I was. So
I ain't never had a restaurant. I could barely do math, son. But you know, I be on the street. I got my money. We open up. What?
Yeah.
You broke every health code in the business. My thing is, where the hell they get all them legs from, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck turkey legs. Mama Dot said them legs was too red. Like, them shits was probably pig's feet, pig's legs or some shit. And big jumbo, like you go to the carnival, like Fred Flintstone shit. Bam, 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 bam. That kind of shit. Like, I'm willing to try a few things. I'm just like, nah, I'm good on, because I've seen a turkey. I've seen his little legs. He out there and shit doing this. I ain't never seen turkey leg like this, and you bite down on that. Nah. Side note, Malcolm, I sent you something about turkeys. Right? Now, you probably didn't watch it.
I did watch it. I did.
Right? Where the turkey's spectrum can see the full spectrum of reality. Right? And they said they can see spirits and hear shit. And so the conspiracy came in on why they killing all the turkeys. Because the turkeys know the truth, God. The turkeys know the truth, God. And then the president every year, what do? They pardon
a turkey.
A turkey.
A turkey. Yeah.
Why you got to pardon the turkey, son? What the turkey do, son? Right? So maybe the turkey
you be way too deep in the TikTok
trying
stream.
to tell us, God, like, yo, these reptilians around y'all. And so they came up with Thanksgiving to slaughter all the turkeys so that we can't be with the truth, God. We can't be with the truth, God. That's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
You're listening
All right.
to the sounds of Urban X.
It's time for another commercial. It's time for another commercial.
Okay, let's get a commercial break. You come back. This is gonna be a very short commercial break. You come back with your commercials. With your questions. And we're gonna answer some of those. Yes?
What's good? It's Malcolm, and it's the artist formerly known as the Black Dad. We're here with you guys in the building to talk to you about why you need to join the Urban X membership.
In our membership, you have exclusive content taught by me and Brother Malcolm. You have exclusive interviews. You have exclusive lectures and all-time classic lectures by me, the Black Dot.
We also are heavily focused on community as well. So that's why every Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern, we have our Sunday morning meetups where we meet with everybody in our membership when we talk about things not just important to us, but to you guys as well.
And the last Sunday of every month, we split the group. We have a women's only meeting and a men's only meeting.
Yep.
That's how deep this goes. And listen, on Mondays, this is what you get, right? But on Thursdays, our podcast is now exclusive, uncensored, uncut, raw, with no commercials, Malcolm. No commercials.
Absolutely. And to even pack in the value as well, we even added an entire suite of business courses just for the members for $10 a month. You can't get no better than that.
You can't get no better than that. So you get business courses taught by me and Malcolm. You get exclusive content. You get Sunday morning meetups. You get a podcast with no commercials. And I'm also hearing Mama Dot might have a hot mic. I don't know. So we can't reach us yet for that.
Listen, go to urbanx.nyc today to join. You will not regret it. All right? Peace. And we are back.
Yes, Malcolm.
Join that membership, UrbanX.
Yeah.
.nyc. All right?
Treat yourself. It is the best membership going.
Absolutely. And we're going to be on there tomorrow morning, 6:30.
6:30 tomorrow morning. Black Dot is on the controls tomorrow. We're going to get this thing going with affirmations, find out how everybody doing. We check in. And it's crazy because you might have a problem that needs to be solved instantly, and you got 50 psychiatrists in there with you with experience. And you walk away like, damn, I never saw it that way. And so the
that's why
Power 30
the group
pops
thing,
off.
Yeah, that's why the group thing is fire, because it's not just us, me,
right,
mama, dad, just trying to give. Everybody has unique experiences, unique perspectives, and they all come in, chime in, and talk. It's amazing.
You got my man Ken Taylor in there dropping songs. You know what I'm saying? I heard yesterday's song. I'm going to get the one tomorrow and pop this thing off. So it's a unique thing that you should be a part of. Now, Malcolm, we got a few more stories we need to get to.
J Nightmare, yes, at Gmail. Malcolm Bowser 51 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
Malcolm, did you hear about the YouTuber who was doing these exposés on the cartel?
No, why would he do that?
Anyway, they found him unalived with 70 bullet holes in his body.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy here. I forget his name. His name escapes me, but yeah. He was doing in-depth YouTube videos, exposés on the cartels. And they found him with his mouth taped shut, and he had 70 holes in him. So you got to be careful out here because the world is listening. And so, especially something like the cartel, right? They don't understand nuance, or you trying to get YouTube sales, or maybe he's not. Maybe he's trying to expose. Those are the one set of people who don't want exposure. Not like that.
Bro, they don't play like
yeah.
We hear about a lot of people who just like they're the real deal.
Yes.
They're the real deal. Like, and it's not just them, like their government lets them operate.
Yes.
Which
With
should
impunity.
tell you that they're the real deal. Our government lets them operate.
Yes.
Which should tell you they're the real deal.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. No,
And so-
no.
No.
Listen,
Malcolm
but
has
I
one
like
L in his name. Sorry. One L.
Oh, yes. Oh yeah, 1 L. That's it.
One L, not two.
Guys.
One L.
That sorry. I like to see I like, my violence documented. Not documented, but I just like to watch it on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
From a
Like,
distance.
I'm good on that.
But like, wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Want no parts of it.
Yo, and I know West Coast think we hate them. Yo, y'all got the most interesting culture to me. Some of the most interesting. Like I be binge watching. What's his name? What's his name? I be watching. He has like a whole series, and he just interviewing a bunch of just OGs from every different gang. I watched all of his stuff. I forget his name. Somebody in the chat. Yeah, y'all probably know him. But yeah, that dude was wilding, trying to interview, trying to expose
And
the.
for the record, I love all my people. East Coast, West Coast, Dirty South.
Kev
everywhere.
Mack, thank you, JD. Kev Mack videos. He be interviewing. I be watching all his stuff.
Okay.
Capone too. This is guy I've been watching. Like I haven't been watching him, but I've been seeing his clips go on my timeline. His name is 4Extra. Okay. Big brolic dude, and he's from I think Rolling 40s, and all he do is just talk about fighting. Like when somebody asks him about fighting, it's like it lights him up inside. Like I've never met anybody who thinks about violence this way. He's just like, oh yeah. I had 20 fights my first day in jail. Then I had another 30 fights, and all I do is work out. I don't smoke or drink. All I do is work out. So I'm fighting. So I'm not fighting, squabbling.
Squabble.
Like, that's what they call them, squabbling on the West Coast. Because I'm squabbling. I'm like, these wow. You know what I mean? But off the back.
Speaking of LA, a Rothschild, Malcolm, has died
Yes.
In a fire,
Yes.
a billionaire Rothschild.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
So I don't know, because remember, one of the older ones, he passed away like earlier this year or last year. We talked about that, so I don't know.
They said, according to the fire department, he lived like a hoarder. You know what I mean? And so, you know, one of them things, his house wasn't very expensive. They said he was one of the quiet Rothschilds. Like, he didn't make a lot of public noise, but he was a billionaire. And so, interesting stuff.
Somebody said on the 333rd day of the year at that.
And they said it took 33 minutes to extinguish the fire. Don't worry, Ani Asoro was already on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So, Malcolm, tell me about this college football player that died, man.
Yes, let me get his name. Because it was reported that he died when he actually didn't. And then it came out that he had passed away.
Okay.
Let me get his name. His name is Medrick Burnett Jr. He played football for Alabama A&M, and he suffered a head injury during the game in October, and he was in a coma, and he had passed away.
Okay.
So he was going against Alabama State, and on October 26th, suffered a head injury, and then passed away Wednesday morning.
Well, our deepest condolences to him and his family. This football sport, it's brutal. And, you know, I cringe when you play. I used to tell you that all the time. Especially being a defensive player, you think you were about the offensive player. Them defensive guys is mean. You dudes were savages. Y'all wanted all the smoke out there. And so, you know, I cringed at, you know, that. But condolences to him and his family. Malcolm, have you been hearing anything about the UFO, UAP sightings around the country?
Yeah. Social media has warped my brain because I don't believe anything I see.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's doctored for engagement farming for people to just, you know, go viral. I don't know what's true or what's not. So I have seen them, but I'm taking everything with a grain of salt. And I think that's probably the goal here, like to get to raise skepticism when something very well could be true.
Yeah, because the ones that they're showing at the UK airport are these orbs, and they are or appear to be real. They are regular people, and you can tell this is not CGI. Too many people have the same footage. And so there are some things going on. We're not going to classify that alien in any sense of the word, but just Project Bluebeam, other things going on to prepare us, to get us ready, because 2025 is going to be that year, Malcolm. I truly do believe it. We're going to have first contact, or, you know, what appears first contact. And so be prepared, because remember, tie this back into the congressional hearings that just took place. All of this stuff is connected. Right after that, you get all of these sightings all over the place. Interesting stuff. You know? So until one lands and gets out and be like, yo, Doc, man, I've been watching the show. Shit is crazy. Yo, you and your son, man, be having us bugging when we traveling through the universe. You want to go for a ride? You want to go? Yeah? I'm in. Ain't nothing here. Shit. I'm in.
Did you guys see all of the college football fights this weekend?
Yeah. Again, the degeneration of the sport itself. Most of these dudes got money already. You know, I get it. You planting the flag. But what happened to real team sportsmanship is what I'm asking. Everybody out here fighting, and it's us mostly. And so it just looks bad. I'm done with it.
And it wasn't just like, it was everywhere. I was like, yo.
Yeah,
and
everywhere.
The team
it seemed like one person do it, somebody else is doing it, we get win, we gonna do it. And so,
team that should have been fighting, Miami University of Miami. Jesus Christ, man. Y'all lose to Syracuse.
Syracuse, good team.
Yo, They let up a 21-point lead, 21-0.
Who, Miami?
Miami, they were up 21-0, and oh my God.
Well, you was big on them early in the season. I guess they didn't hold true.
But I said that defense and that defensive coordinator need to get fired, bro. It pissed me off. Let's take some questions.
Let's get to some questions. Somebody asked me, did I hear about, okay, y'all heard about the new law for small business? You're going to fine you $10,000 and $100. Yeah, if you don't have the LLC registered correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that applies to us.
No, I think it does.
We have an S Corp. I'm not sure if that applies. But
we're going to jail.
Oh, yeah. I can't go to jail off Your Honor because of my
You
hemoglobin. I
see
can't.
We go to jail.
This whole thing was Malcolm's idea. I just went along, Your Honor. I'm just here. This was his vision. It was all him. Yeah. Yeah. Facts.
What did I? Lord knows said don't even talk about it. Miami defense is the Mexican border. That's funny.
Malcolm, we got to see the piano lesson.
Where's it at?
Netflix.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I'm hearing it's an amazing body of work. First of all, let me shout out Eli and my sister Wanda. Tomorrow is their birthdays.
It's their birthdays, yep. Absolutely.
So we're going to take Eli to the movies to see Gladiator tomorrow.
Oh, did he see the first one?
It came out in 2020. He may have seen the first one.
The first one didn't come out 2020.
When the first one came out. I mean,
with Russell Crowe?
Year 2000. Yeah, it was 20-something years. Let me see. Let me do the math. He's 25 tomorrow. No, he didn't see the first one.
Damn, Eli's 25. What is going on?
Your little brother's 25 years old.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the world coming to, man? Jeez.
What is the world coming to? Yep. And so my sister's birthday, I think she's 26. I'll put that out there, And so we're going to see the Gladiator, and then me and Mama Dot will find some time to watch the piano lesson. I heard it was real good.
Okay.
Let's get to some more questions.
Have you guys talked? No, I didn't see the Gladiator, so we didn't talk about that in Nerd Talk. But once I see it, Eli's gonna see it. And we'll talk about it. Somebody said Coach Prime recruiting all them kids only to leave for Florida State. Is that? I don't know if he's gonna leave this year. I don't know.
We gonna see.
Yeah, yeah.
One of them NFL teams. See, you got to remember the way his guard is set up. It's not like your guard is set up. So your guard is set up. If your guard put you somewhere, you be like, God has got this. Jesus, take the wheel. That's not how his guard is set up, right? His guard is set up. He was out there. God sent me, and them devils showed him and said, "We got $40 million." Well, I think God want me to go to Colorado, bring my Louis luggage. We're going on out there. You better be ready to play. Now he's out there saying, even when Shakur and them leave, I built a franchise here. Somebody else in the NFL gonna be like, we got $80 million? Well, my God now, I done spoke to God directly. God want me to go to NFL now. So, yeah, his guard is set up a little different.
Nah, Shador's out. He's a senior. I think Shador's. So it's going to be interesting to see how he coaches with his sons going, Hunter's going. I think Jimmy Horn Jr. is going. It's going to be interesting to see what that looks like next year. Next year. Let me
answer two questions. I am still going to do the piece on Prime. I'm trying to wait for the rest of the story of this year to play out. I don't want to jump the gun. Put that there. Somebody asked me, have I ever had my heart broken? Of course. I'm a guy. My very first real girlfriend, her name was Cynthia. She was pretty. And let me tell you, but she was also pretty to a few other guys. And that comes to territory when you're kind of young. And it was my first, real girlfriend. So, I was extra yo, don't stare at my girl. This my girl. Where you at? My girl. And come to find out, she just wasn't my girl. And so my heart was truly, because this shit just didn't work anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was walking, hi Cynthia, how you doing? She said, nigga, if you don't put them fucking eyebrows down with that stupid shit.
And then
I'm over
LL
here
came up with I
so-and-so."
Need Love. Made
Huh?
it worse. I
Say
said,
it
then
again?
LL came up with I Need Love.
Yeah, it
Made
was
it
a
worse.
rap. It's a rap. So I balled up in the blanket and I cried. Yeah, I cried. Yeah. Then I got over it. You know.
That's it. You raggedy.
Yeah. Raggedy nigga.
Did you hear Orlando Brown said he had relations with his parents? I did hear that. Orlando Brown, he has become the new Jaguar, right?
He said he has relations with who?
His parents.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like it's becoming more and more like he just has to like outdo himself like the next time. And not to say that what Jaguar Wright has said has not been, on it sometimes, but it's just kind of like you're trying to outdo yourself. And it's become an addiction like as much as any drug or alcohol, like the dopamine of internet fame has become an addiction. And they keep trying to recapture the high.
Yeah, fame is the devil's vibration.
Yeah.
Remember Black Dot said that to you about a month and a half ago. Fame, not money, fame is the devil's vibration. And it's addictive, it's powerful, it's alluring, it's all of those things. You know? And
Yep.
so yeah. Malcolm
G from Detroit.
Go ahead.
What do you think of the Democratic Party future after Kamala's address to the nation? Yo, did you see that video? She really looked drunk.
Is that really her? If it's her, she was drunk out of mind.
Yeah,
in that
looked
video.
crazy. But it's interesting to see what the Democrats are going to do because they are in like really, really bad shape. I don't know who the next, up and comer is going to be to be the one to kind of carry the torch, going into the future, because all of them are old. A lot of people now, especially since they got their ass kicked, a lot of people now are on to the games again the Democratic Party has been playing for years. So people are going like, wait, like you said you would do this, you didn't do that. You said you would go for this, you didn't do that. So somebody has to come in. Like I could only imagine, like I was in 10th grade when Obama got elected, so I don't know what his star looked like. You get what I'm saying? So I have to imagine the next star of the Democratic Party, they have to be more center left rather than all the way left.
Yeah.
Right?
I
To win.
agree.
Because they've
And that's why I
they
said
lost their mind.
it might be time for a real independent candidate, not one for show that's just stealing votes. The people, because remember, your brain is set up a certain kind of way, and I'm tired of both of them. And so the Matrix has a way of opening up another channel to allow your energy to flow in, and it's going to be one of their candidates again.
Yeah. Somebody said AOC looks good in the pantsuit. She is not liked, man.
Yeah, people hate her. She's not going to
They
win.
don't like her, man. JD Vance, the next president, with Trump as his running mate. Come on.
Nope.
The Democrats got to put up some kind of fight. Because I keep hearing rumors that Kamala wants to do another 2028 run. I saw something about Hillary Clinton.
Hillary again?
Yeah, I saw
Yo,
that one.
is this the best America has to offer? Let it go. Let it go.
Newsom, I think would have given Trump a run for his money this year. Mm-hmm. If Biden drops out last year and Newsom was the guy running, even though he's not well liked in California, I think to the average American who sees a quote unquote clean cut white dude,
yes,
he'd probably have a better chance. Because I thought the Democrats, if they picked a quote unquote normal looking white dude, I think they would have had a better chance at winning.
Absolutely.
Rather than Kamala.
Yep.
Other than that, guys,
it's been real.
It's been realer than real. We appreciate you. We love you. We gotta wake up early because we got the morning meetup.
Yeah.
Power 30. Hashim said 2020 Elon Musk would be with the robot vice president.
That's pulling your shoulder out. I like that. Yeah. That's pulling your shoulder out. If you're gonna go retard, go full retard. You know what I mean?
Go all the way.
Go all the way with that shit, man. Robots and shit. Yeah. I like it.
So join the membership, urbanx.nyc. Get some deals on shopurbanx.com while they're still there. 30% off.
Hit
Cyber
that
Monday.
clearance rack. Hit that clearance rack.
What else? Yeah, and we'll see you for the members. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Everybody up. And we'll members will see you Thursday as well for the next
and
show.
Members will see you for Wisdom Wednesday.
And for
Are you getting the
Wednesdays
theme
well.
here? The rest of you people, we love you. We'll see you Monday.
Monday, yeah. All right.
That
peace.
seems like a long time.
It
You
is
like,
a
you know
long
what?
time.
You're holding on to that 10. You go,
Yeah.
Here's my 10. I'm in. You guys win.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's up to you.
Peace.